Hello commanders, welcome back. It has been a long time since our last exploration trip, and in general we haven't talked about exploration in a while, and with all this great news we get lately about the Horizons expansion, I think that we are in the best mood to get back out there, returning to the unknown, and enjoy this fascinating activity of Elite Dangerous again. This is exactly why I have decided to start doing some short exploration trips out there into the unknown every now and then, not only because I would love to find beautiful sites to show to you and increase our exploration ranks, but also because this will be the best opportunity to test the exploration capabilities of the vessels in Elite Dangerous. Of course, we do know that some of the vessels in Elite are better than others in exploration, and some are incapable for exploration because of their unique characteristics and the modules they can carry, but we are going to go ahead and test the majority of the Elite Dangerous ships and see how good or bad are in this activity. We are going to check today the Diamondback Explorer, one of the good vessels for exploration Elite Dangerous, try to make a nice exploration loadout and see how far it can jump and in general how good it is in this activity. The most important thing when we are trying to build a nice exploration loadout, no matter the vessel we are using, are the basic modules, and these are the power plant, thrusters, frame, shift drive, power distributor, even life support and sensors. We don't want to have them equipped with the best available option because this will make us heavier, it will increase the mass of our ship, and of course it will decrease the jump rates. The only one of these modules that we want to have equipped with the best option is the frame shift drive, because this is exactly the module that is helping us jump far away. So let's go ahead, equip them and see what is our jump range, what kind of jump range we can achieve. I have equipped them all with their highest class modules, but I have downgraded them to their D quality because D is the lightest version of module and it will help us jump far away. Of course the FSD is the best available option, and A5 it is very important to always equip, to always go for the FSD, the best FSD you can afford, and our jump range is at 33.65 light years, which is one of the best jump ranges in the game. We could downgrade them even further if we want. We could downgrade the power plant, our available power is at 11.7. we could go ahead and equip a D3 that will drop our power to 9, but we don't really have any problems since we don't have anything else equipped at the moment, and our jump range will go up to 33.84 light years. And of course we could do the same with the power distributor. We could go for a D3. We do get a warning that it will reduce our module performance, but we can go with it, and this will increase our jump range to 34.02. You could go up ahead and downgrade it even further, try to place a D2, but this time we get a warning that this power distributor will not allow you to boost, and you're not going to need to boost when you're out there exploring, but there are still NPCs out there far away from inhabited space, so if something stops you and you fail to evade the interdiction, you might be in trouble. So think about it twice before you downgrade the power distributor even further, not only on the Diamondback Explorer but also at every other ship in the game that you want to use for exploration. Let's revert our power plant back to D4. Another way to increase our jump range is by downgrading our fuel tank, but I will never recommend that to you. By changing the fuel tank from capacity 32 to capacity 16, our jump range has gone up to 35.39 light years. We did get almost 2 light years, but that will mean that you will have to spend more time refueling, and in general you will have to be a lot more careful about your destination, your route. I will highly recommend you to leave it as it is, the more the better when it comes down to fuel. The next important thing when we are trying to build an exploration loadout is to equip the necessary modules for exploration, and thankfully the Diamondback Explorer has 5 internal compartments, and that's all we need for all the necessary modules for exploration if we want to have also a shield generator equipped. And let's start talking about the modules that are necessary for exploration. Of course, the scanners, the 2 scanners, the advanced discovery scanner and the detailed surface scanner, they are both very important for exploration, for when you are going out there to find new systems, new planets. very important, essential. The advanced discovery scanner will discover everything in a system. You can go with the intermediate if you want some challenge, but I will never do that because there are so many systems out there and you are gonna miss so much with intermediate scanner. The detailed surface scanner is also very important. It can increase your payout up to 30 and up to even 50% sometimes, so it's good to have, and it is an essential tool for every explorer. Shield generator, you can go without any shield generator if you want, but I do like having one all the time on all my ships because you never know what will happen. Something might pull you out of super cruise, and if you don't have a shield generator, the Diamondback Explorer is a bit vulnerable. It will be bad to lose the data that you have discovered, all this exploration data that you have spent so much time discovering them. Imagine how bad it will be if you have more than 200 systems explored and while returning an NPC stops you and tries to destroy you. The autofill maintenance unit again is not necessary for exploration. I've never used one. It's good to have it. You never know what will happen. It's a bit expensive, so you can downgrade it if you want. And since the Diamondback Explorer has enough internal compartments, why not have one? The fuel scoop is, like with the scanners, a very essential module for exploration, and I will always recommend you to have the best one you can afford. This one, the A4, is the best that we can equip on our Diamondback Explorer, and its cost is at around 2.5 million credits with a 10% discount. Definitely go for the most expensive fuel scoop you can get. Definitely go for the best fuel scoop you can equip on your vessels. These 5 modules have decreased our jump range to 33.35 light years, so you can see that the difference from before is not that high, and we still have an excellent jump range with our Diamondback Explorer. But let's talk about cost. This is the loadout, the exploration loadout that all you are gonna need to go out there and do some exploration. You can go like this out there. You don't have to equip anything on the hard points on the utility mount. You can go like this and do exploration. You can even go very far away, and I'm talking about thousands of light years with this loadout. The cost of it is at around 16 million credits, and the most expensive modules are of course the FSD at around 4.4 million credits, the autofill maintenance unit at around 4.1, but you can downgrade this, you're not gonna really need it. The better modules of the autofill maintenance unit have more repair capacity. Like I said, I've never used it before, I never had to use it before, but I won't recommend you to not have one equipped because something might go terribly wrong. And the fuel scoop is at 2.5, but it is an essential tool for your exploration vessel. Same goes with the advanced discovery scanner at around 1.3, it's 1.5 its price, normal price. So this is the exploration loadout I'm gonna be using, and we're gonna take it out there and see how good it is. Before we do that though, I'm going to equip it with some more stuff, some defensive modules and some weapons, just to be prepared, and of course to see what our jump range will be. If you don't want to equip all the hard points and the utility mounts with modules, you can equip 2 only modules, 2 very necessary modules for exploration, and the only modules you need to have equipped on your utility mounts are hitching lancers. And this is because sometimes you can get into a binary system and your heat is gonna start rising very fast at the point that you might start taking incredible damage and even lose your exploration vessel. So have at least 2 hitching lancers to decrease your heat and get out of there alive and with all your exploration data. This will decrease our jump range to 33.12 light years, and you are ready to go out there and do some proper exploration. For me, I'm gonna equip 2 more hits and launchers and some weapons, and let's see how that will affect our jump range. If you still insist not to equip any weapons, then your hits and launchers, your 4 hits and launchers, will decrease your jump range 32.89 light years, still very good, but I'm also gonna equip some weapons this time. And these 3 gimbal class 1 pulse lasers, we don't really have to equip it with something fancier, will decrease our jump range 32.37 light years, which is still one of the best jump ranges in the game. This is my favorite exploration loadout for the Diamondback Explorer. As you can see, we can downgrade the power plant to a D3, because that will drop our available power to 9. Let's keep it to D4 and have enough power to run the weapons if we need them. This is the exploration loadout I will recommend you for the Diamondback Explorer. It has all the necessary modules, it can jump very far away, 32.37 light years, and it has enough hits and launchers to get you out of a nasty situation, and some pulse lasers to help you protect yourself. Even with the D4 power plant, we are at 105% usage of power, and this is why we need to set our modules properly, set them in proper priorities, so we won't have any problem if something happens and we have to use our weapons. What you should do is place the autofill maintenance unit, the cargo hatch, the frame shift drive, and the fuel scoop in priority 2, and in that way you will have enough power to run your weapons and your hits and launchers whenever you need them. Like I said in the beginning, my plan was to start doing some short exploration trips in order to test the exploration capabilities of the vessels and endangerers, and of course in our case our Diamondback Explorer, but in the end I ended up in this system, the Sinuefe VAND78, which is down over there at around 928 light years away from Sinarta Desra, 928.77 light years. It is around 903 light years away from Sol, and this happened because the Diamondback Explorer is excellent at exploration, a very nice ship to perform this activity, and without thinking it, I end up down there. The Diamondback Explorer is an excellent ship for exploration, very comfortable to use, and it accelerates and decelerates very fast, making it so easy for you to reach the celestial body you want to scan, discover and explore. It also has an excellent visibility from the cockpit. You can watch every planet, every beautiful sight that you find from inside your cockpit. Of course, there's no need to do this right now with the debug camera, but it is an extra plus for me, and it is clear that the Diamondback Explorer was built for exploration. And now of course you're gonna ask me, why did you go down there? What's in there? And I'm going to say nothing spectacular. Of course, every system in Elite Dangerous, every system that you can explore can be spectacular, but there is no special nebula, nothing special, not a special landmark in this area. My initial thought, and something that I really wanted to test, was after so many months of Elite Dangerous, after the release of Elite Dangerous, could there be still unexplored systems nearby in habited space? I want to go at around 500-600 light years away and try to discover some unexplored systems. I could find systems that weren't fully explored. They had planets, they had moons, they had stars, they had gas giants unexplored. They were only partially explored, but I had to travel to this system, ZRR B340, on the same sector, which is around 864.7 light years away from Sinarta Desra, to find my very first unexplored system. It is still unexplored and unclaimed, and this will be nice, a whole system with my name on it. But yes, there are still unexplored systems out there, lots of unexplored systems in less than 1k light years away from the inhabited space, and this is exactly why I went towards this direction, because most explorers, most people that want to do exploration, go for some popular systems, some popular areas, such as the California Nebula that you see in the background, or the Pleiades, or the Barnard's Loop, or they are trying to reach the center of the galaxy. If you are looking for a system that is unexplored and want to put your name on a planet, then the best choice is to go somewhere that there is nothing special to find. Of course, there will be a lot of systems with great many things and great sites for you, but if there is a certain nebula in the area, then expect everything to be explored already. Something else I'm very happy about and I would like to show you is that I finally, and I was looking for one, I finally discovered my very first Earth-like world. On this system, Sinuefe, against on the same sector, very close to the other two systems I've shown you already, ZGLD85. A very beautiful system with many high metal content worlds, and of course the Earth-like world. An outdoor world with a human breathable atmosphere and indigenous life. The atmosphere is far from chemical equilibrium as a result. I was really looking for one of these bad boys. I had never found one before. I'm really happy I did. It was very sudden and I didn't expect to find one. It was on the last 2 days, if I remember correctly, of my trip. Earth-like world, and reading this description, it makes me imagine the future of Elite Dangerous. Just imagine when we will be able to land on planets with atmosphere. Will we also be able to interact with the indigenous life? How awesome that will be, how great the game will be then. I'm really happy for this find, although it has already been discovered by someone else, but it is still a nice find. And there are a couple more water worlds on this system as well. A very nice system, and I think that it will be quite viable as well. And here you can see this Earth-like world, a very beautiful and quite rare find in Elite Dangerous. Definitely one of my best moments in exploration so far. And after watching all these beautiful finds or these beautiful sites, I think it's time to go ahead and take a look on our exploration profit from this trip. My explorer rank at the moment is at Pathfinder, 28% of Pathfinder, and my profits from exploration are at 5,925,000 and 164 credits. I'm gonna go ahead and sell all the data I have, all the exploration data from this trip. They must be around 160 something systems, not a lot, but it's a nice number. It took me around 6-7 days, the whole trip, spending 2 hours and a half every day. It was pretty casual gameplay actually. I'm curious to see what kind of money this trip will make for us. Before we go ahead and start selling our data though, let's take a look at the 3 most valuable systems from this trip. And like I thought it will be, Sinuefe ZGLD85 is the most valuable system with 310 300k credits, 310,025 credits. We have seen it before. It has many high metal content planets, an Earth-like world, and 2 water worlds. Yeah, it was expected to be very viable. The second most viable system was this one, the HIP 9529. There it is, nothing special, just a lot of high metal content planets and a water world. Full of high metal content planets and 2 water worlds. This is why it is also very viable. Quite beautiful system as well. And the third most viable system from this trip was the Sinuefe MBI B40. Again, lots of high metal content planets. And a water world. There's always a water world in these viable systems. Definitely nice system as well. In general, when you see systems with lots of high metal content planets, you should try to discover most of them. Yeah, I've left the moons. You should try to discover most of the planets. Moons are not so viable, so you can skip them. After selling everything, all the data we had, our profits from exploration have gone up to 10,655,076 credits. It almost doubled my profits from before. So the profit from this trip was at around 4.7 million credits, and you can see that my exploration rank is still Pathfinder, but from 28% went up to 64%. Not a bad short trip. It had a nice payout. 4.7 million credits is nothing when you can make a lot more money with other activities, but in exploration you're not really going after the money. Exploration is about finding new places, finding beautiful sites, and in general leaving your name on a system, leaving your name on a planet. It's good to be able to see this first discovered by you, first discovered by SquidofLuv. A whole system discovered by yourself is always a very nice feeling. And even if the system is partially discovered by someone else, it's always good to put your name in there as well. This is what is exploration all about. It's in general very good. It feels quite good to discover something that no one else has discovered before, no one else has tried to scan, explore before you did. This was the Diamondback Explorer, an excellent ship, an excellent vessel for exploration. It's in its name after all, and I definitely recommend it for exploration trips, short and long ones. Thank you very much for joining me and watching this video. I'm SquidofLuv, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.